Good morning, Aaron.
Gloria Allred is Lisa Bloom's mother. Lisa Bloom did leave Harvey Weinstein as his advisor over the weekend after the accusations mounted, and after she tried to be as forthcoming as she could be, but received some pushback from the remaining board members of the Weinstein Company, who ultimately fired Harvey Weinstein. I mean, it's just a mess, but nonetheless, we see now nearly 30 women who have come forward publicly to accuse Harvey Weinstein of some kind of sexual harassment, if not outright rape, as the New Yorker details in the case of 3 women, which Harvey Weinstein, through a spokeswoman, denies. And the closest he has come to being prosecuted was here in New York in 2015, when an Italian model secretly recorded an encounter with Weinstein in a hotel here as part of an NYPD operation to try and catch him in the act. The recording, you hear Weinstein effectively admit to groping this woman and others, perhaps, when he says, "Yeah, I'm used to that sort of thing." And the NYPD gave the case to prosecutors, which called the tape horrifying but insufficient to prove a crime.
All right, with all of this going on, just the facts of the Harvey Weinstein, it seems like there's collateral damage all over the place, whether it's Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, the New York Times, NBC News. Let's first start with NBC News. They had this story and then sat on it, or didn't have it, or what's that story about?
I'm not sure. And, far be it from me to criticize another news organization. Who knows what they had, what they didn't have, what they were able to back fully, given their news standards and judgment. It seemed as if there were a number of reporters that were working on this, and it finally was exposed in the New York Times last week.
Yeah, but this new allegation is from the New Yorker, where, this now just pours gasoline on this fire.
And the New Yorker article was written by Ronan Farrow, who's probably in a unique position to understand the confluence of Hollywood and sexual misbehavior. But he obtained the audio recording from the Italian model who secretly recorded Harvey Weinstein, and then was able to hear the stories of other women who came forward with varying accounts of what happened to them. Some of them were, in the realm of harassment, and some of them, as I say, were outright rape. And Harvey Weinstein's spokeswoman said Mr. Weinstein flatly denies any non-consensual sexual encounters with any of these women.
Any chance of any charges coming after any of these allegations?
It's hard to say. In most places, there's no statute of limitations on rape. But sexual, misdemeanor sexual harassment type stuff comes generally, like at least here in New York, with a 2-year statute of limitations. So, but I have to tell you, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office put out a statement saying they desperately want to prosecute Harvey Weinstein, and they urged anyone who thinks she may have been a victim to come forward because they would like to prosecute. They just didn't have the goods in 2015.
Aaron Katursky, ABC News.